my way home. I was gonna stop by a tool place here, a local tool place, to check out some toolboxes, because I'm having a heck of a time, guys, trying to find a battery box for the deep cycle batteries for the van. I've got group 27 batteries, and I know a lot of guys just make a battery box out of plywood or something. But since I have the unique opportunity to have built a van that had deep cycle batteries, for a different purpose in them, I know what happens to those batteries when you're in a severe accident. So I'm not willing to put them inside the van and then not have them in a really secure, safe as possible type box. I got the exact same batteries as I used to use at work, as a matter of fact, in the vans at work. I know that there's a really popular battery that a lot of people use in the RV community or the van dwelling community. Lots of people use it. It's very popular. I'm sure it's a fantastic battery, but the battery that I used for years, I know is an amazing battery, and I'll show them to you. I can't remember. I believe they're made by Lifeline. But back to the problem at hand. Apparently, they do not make very many dual battery boxes, for two group 27 batteries. So you can have two batteries at the same time. They make some plastic ones. That's not going to cut it for me, not for my purposes. If it were a boat or something, then yeah, maybe. But I'm having a hard time finding a stout battery box. The ones that we used at work used to have the group 27 batteries. They would run lengthwise. They were in a heavy gauge steel box. And then it was bolted to the floor with big old bolts. And those boxes that were in those vans were custom made, along with the other equipment mounts that were in the back of the van. And the company that I work for paid about $1,000 for those battery boxes. So I'm not going to do that. So the only thing that I can come up with is a heavy duty, like a gang box, like for a job site, like a really heavy duty gang box. And the smallest one of those that they make is 30 inches by, let's see here, what was it, 30 by 16. So 30 long, 16 wide, and God, what was it, like 12 inches high. That's the smallest one that they make. It's made out of 14 gauge steel, and if I just bolt that to the floor, I can turn it into a battery box. But the problem with that is I do not have more than, say, 20 inches. I would like to have a box that's a 20-inch cube, or an 18-inch cube would work perfect. So then I started looking at under the bed type toolboxes, where they're meant to be underneath the bed of a truck and the door faces forward and opens out, and I just figured I would just lay it flat and have the door open up. So that's where I'm at, guys. If you guys have some sort of suggestion, or you know of some company or something, or you know of some other way to mount batteries in the van in a safe way, not in a, you know, I don't want to call it half-assed, but here, you know, like I said, I know what happens to those batteries when you're in an accident. You know, a lady, an elderly lady, hit one of our vans one time with the van parked on the side of the road, nailed our van, you know, at like 30 miles an hour, between 30 and 40 miles an hour, and completely just caved in the whole back of the van. And the batteries were fine. They were still in the box, smashed. You know, they were smashed and in the box, but had they been in a homemade wood box made out of plywood, those things would have become a projectile. A 67-pound projectile, and I don't want to do that. So give me some ideas if you can think of something I have not thought of. Sorry about the orientation of this video. I forgot to turn my phone sideways. Also, a lot of work was done on the van the last 4 days. I'll drop some pictures in at the end of the video so you guys can kind of see where I'm at on the video. I mean, on the progress of the van. It's coming along nicely. It maybe get to try it out this coming weekend, so you know, look forward to those videos. But I got the batteries, got the charger. You know, I'd like to get started on the 12 volt and 120 volt wiring of the van, but I've got to get the battery mounting problem solved to my satisfaction. Like I said, I'm not in a hurry. So I'm gonna take my time, and I'm gonna, you know, man, I hate to pay to have a box custom made, but I don't know. I went to go look at that box that I just told you guys about, and the tool place that carries it or has it in stock, I can order it online and have it here in a couple of days, no problem. Free shipping, whole 9 yards. But there's a place that carries it here locally for the same price, that I was just going to go take a look at it, you know, take it and then slide it into the van, into the spot I want to put it in, and just kind of see if I can work with it. There's also the option of buying it and then shortening that 30 inches, you know, taking that 30 inches and making it 20 inches, you know, cutting 10 inches off of that box and shortening it up. That's also an option. May do that, you know. I just don't have a welder right now. I'm actually a pretty good welder, but I don't currently own a welder, so yeah, so those are my options right now. Anyway, guys, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I will talk at you guys on the next one on that end.